Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Canes are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Oh, what a move. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Gets away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Bauman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Wants to throw. It's back. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Boise State's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Makes the catch. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, the ground game. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Broncos will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking to throw, it's back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Power football with the run. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Genty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
The Broncos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for room, it's Riley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He splits the uprights. And we're even here in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's back. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Grab behind the line. It's Bauman. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, often.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and, man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty is gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Madsen. Oh, they're after him. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Canes. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. On the ground, it's Fletcher. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Boise State, 3.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Looking downfield, it's back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the Canes send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes! On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And so far, this has been a most frustrating performance for this junior quarterback. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Gives it on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught over the middle, it's Marshall. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Pulls it in, it's Riley. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Broncos decide to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Beck. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Canes will punt this one away. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. That time he took a big shot off of the RPO.
And when you run these run-pass options, you want to take a little bit of time to stick in that running back's belly, read the defense, get him to suck up, and I'm trying to make those big plays down the field. So I like the aggressive attack off the RPO.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's back. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. It's a draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Madsen. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Daniels. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Miami 17, Boise 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it, it's Sherrod. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. And it's a first down, they'll mark it at the 44.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Riley. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You know, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Fletcher. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Back to throw, it's back. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half, with the score, Miami 17, Boise State 3.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Second down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The give out of the gun. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, give on the inside. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Canes with the 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Puts it out of the air. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the counter. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This time they'll go to the running game. Still on his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wagner. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Kick is in the air. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And some room to work. To the 10. Give him 6. Touchdown, Canes! They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good. They took it 71 yards down the field, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Sherrod. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll go to the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
The Hurricanes are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now he's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Brings up third down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Line getting set on 2nd down. On the move, it's Riley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the air, it's Madsen. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They want to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best, and when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Broncos line up to punt it away. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Fletcher. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And wings it incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Beck. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Canes will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the ground with the back. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Beck. Hauls it in. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Hurricanes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And so far, the quarterback play has been less than stellar. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Sherrod. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Broncos have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He'll do it himself. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Looking to throw on third. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
On the play. Brings up second down.